Today is St. Patrick's Day, and the time is not lost on Sharon Corr, one-fourth of the Irish pop group of siblings, the Corrs. The group was an international powerhouse, racking up 25 million albums sold, with their most successful effort, In Blue, reaching platinum status in the US for 1 million units sold. The band has been inactive since 2006, with half of the group choosing to stay home and enjoy family life. Sharon Corr has chosen to continue on as a solo artist and is set to release her new solo album, The Same Sun, which comes out in a few months in the US. Sharon, who is married, said that music is too ingrained in her to take a break, while saying there's plenty of room for both family and a career.
Skype is like the best invention in the world. It really is. And when I'm at home, I'm 24-hour mom. Do you know what I mean? And then I have all of this time that other women don't get because they have day jobs and all the rest, and they have so many other commitments. But when I'm home, I'm all theirs and completely theirs, you know. I really wanted to do this. To me, it's like, it's not like one is against the other or competing against the other. I mean, this is a part of me. It's a huge part of me, and I need to do it. Of course, you know, I miss my kids, but my husband brought them out, and you know what I mean? Like, we try to work it so that works. And obviously they're more important. But they shouldn't really be enemies to each other, the two, do you know what I mean? This is something I love and I'm very inspired to do, and I love doing it. It makes me so happy.
She was the violin player in the Corrs and served a backup role, and she talked about the transition to fronting her own group.
I wasn't quite aware of the journey it would take, because I had been sort of singing before the Corrs. I'd always sang, and when I was with my brother, I was the one who sang, you know. But I suppose I got into the way of providing the sort of bedding for a great vocalist rather than being the vocalist out front, and that is like something. It's like undoing having worn braces for a couple of years. You know, you want your crooked teeth back, you know. So it's that type of thing. So yeah, it did take a while. I mean, it's a muscle. You know what I mean? It's something you need to develop. And but I mean, the journey I loved. I loved discovering my voice and discovering the hidden depths in it and the hidden sounds that I really hadn't known were there, you know.
Lastly, it is St. Patrick's Day, and she talked about the approach of supporting an album and having the tour hit the New York area in time for the holiday.
Well, they're not exclusive to me. You know, for me, I am one of the Corrs. The Corrs come with me. You know, the songs that I wrote on the Corrs, you know, some of those were the hits. They were like So Young on radio. I sing those on stage every night. So any Corrs fan who's coming to the concert, they will be happy. Violin is my second voice. So I will be playing violin all night, and I play a lot of fiddle music, regardless of whether it's St. Patrick's Day. I don't need the excuse of St. Patrick's Day to play Irish music on stage. It's part of my repertoire. It's what I do. So it really won't be any different, but it'll certainly fulfill everybody's expectations. It's not as big in Ireland, but it's definitely a big time. I mean, I think because it's falling on a Monday, it's kind of started last Wednesday this week, you know, here. So I was kind of laughing. I think we were rolling into, where was it, Philadelphia yesterday. And it was just like a sea of green people, you know, like green hot pants and all sorts of green stuff on. So that's kind of funny, you know, but we get that at home too. You know, because of the credit crisis, it's a way to make more money. So all the pubs are going to stretch it out. And it's just like Christmas starts in September now, you know, it's a joke.
She also hosted a TV morning show in Toronto this morning in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Please tune back as we'll have more from Sharon about her single Take a Minute tour approach and her being a coach on the Irish version of The Voice. The current North American tour wraps up March 22nd in Chicago at City Winery.
There's no hope for redemption. There's no need to pretend.